Hey interwebers. So this is my first video on this page. It's my second page actually. My other one's just a vlogging account. This one's gonna be for reviews, well, video game reviews, different products from. I don't know if I'm gonna do tech products or not. I haven't decided. I haven't decided for that yet, but also once I get my Dazzle capture card working, I'm going to hopefully put up some gameplay videos of some of the videos that I'm actually reviewing. For this video, I'm going to be reviewing, Final Fantasy 9. Now, this game came out when I was only 11 years old, and I still play it through at least once a year because it's been my favorite Final Fantasy ever since I was like 11 or 12. And, you know, I'm sure even after Final Fantasy 13 and Final Fantasy 13 Versus comes out, it's still going to be my favorite game. But I'm hoping that with this review that anyone that hasn't played this game or has played halfway through it or, you know, played the beginning and thought the game fucking sucked, I'm telling you to give it a chance because this is one of those games that it starts out slow, but it picks up later in the game, and it really, it's hot. It's really hot. Yes, I realize that was pretty gay, but let's just jump into the graphics. And graphically, at the time it came out, it was pretty amazing. You know, personally, I thought it was awesome, and I still think it's awesome. Everything from the character detail to the outer map detail to the battle detail to everything was just awesome at the time. I loved it. I mean, I thought it looked way better. Obviously, it looked better than 7. I thought it looked way better than 8. And personally, I despised 8, but I don't know, maybe I'll make a video about how much I hate that game. But this one, I don't know, there was just something about this game, and there still is, that just causes me to love it. I don't know why. It's just everything, like the graphics and the CGI scenes when I saw them for the first time, they were immaculate. And like they were still, to me, like the CGI scenes in this game were just as ridiculous and groundbreaking as 10s were when they came out. And you know, I'm still baffled to this day that some people think this game sucks because it's just one of the best Final Fantasies that they've ever made. Ever made. Ever made. And I can't fathom why people don't think this is a good game. Of course, I mean, obviously there's a lot of people that think it is good, but whatever, you know. And the thing is, I still remember one of my favorite scenes in this game. Of course I remember, I played all the time, but it's like, I think it's close at the end of the first disc when you finally see Kuja for the first time, and you're outside of Clara, and your party's all wiped out. I can't remember why, surprisingly, but it's like you, Vivi, Quina, and Freya, and you're all wiped out, and then Kuja comes down in his little fairy clothes, and it was, I don't know, I just thought the whole scene was cool because, like, with the rain, and Kuja coming down, and him meeting Bronny, and all this crap that was going on, it was just a really cool, suspenseful scene, and it was fucking awesome. I loved it. I almost pooped in my pants when I saw it. But next, definitely the main reason to get this game would be the gameplay, because everything about the gameplay was awesome. I never get bored playing this game, ever. And like, I'm saying this like truthfully because I've beaten this game about 9 times, and you know, of course they brought back the old limit breaks like they do in most Final Fantasies. Well, of course it's called trance mode. And also, there was some cool little things they put in, like the synthesizing, which allowed you to take like older weapons you had or whatever and combine them and make different accessories or weapons or armor, anything like that. That way, your characters wouldn't suck. And also, they had the abilities, which allowed you to took like different pieces of armor or accessories, weapons again, and they had like certain skills on them, and you'd have to earn a certain amount of ability points, and then you would learn that for that character, like such as like Auto Regan, Auto Haze, Jelly, Locomotive, all that stuff. That like, you know, stop, or stop, paralysis and all that good stuff. And I don't know, it was just all these little things that were in the game just it captivated me when I played the game, and I don't know why. And just another thing with the gameplay, actually the last thing I'll talk about the gameplay is the side quest, the Chocobo side quest, because I've never played a Chocobo side quest that I actually enjoyed, because I hated 7s, I hated 8s, I love 9s, and I hated 10s. Because I don't know what it is about this one, but they made it not suck, and it was actually fun to dig up all those items that you had, like what you had to do, like you'd dig up items like in the little area you're in. There was like 3 places that you could end up going to dig up items, but you could like level up your Chocobo's beak so you could dig faster, and you could also dig up these things called chocographs that they showed you like a little piece on the map of where like a treasure was hidden on the outer map. And this was the only way to get some of the best weapons and stuff in the game, was to dig up these chocographs and then go find them. Because, like, certain treasures, like, upgraded your chocobo, which would allow him to, like, walk on reefs or walk over mountains or walk in deep water. And that's how you got, like, Zidane's best weapon. You had to have at least, like, the dark blue chocobo to go into this place that had sunk. I won't give it away. And then you have to dig right in that spot, like using a special pepper with the chocobo, and he would dig really deep and come over the treasure, and you get Zidane's best weapon, which was the ultimate weapon, obviously. But there was just every little thing about this game. The battle system, I love the battle system. It was fast, fluent. It wasn't boring as shit like 8's was. I don't know why. I thought 8's was so boring, and everything about this game was just so fun. So fun. And lastly, to talk about was the story, and I think this is what kind of turned people off from this, a few people off from this game, because the first like 2 disc, it's kind of cheesy, and it's kind of, I guess you can say it's kind of boring. I don't think it is. It's a very happy-go-lucky kind of comedic first half of the game, and then as you pick up like the last 2 discs, like in the 3rd disc and whatnot, you like everything changes. Like it goes from this really happy-go-lucky kind of comedic game to a dark, gritty, really fucking awesome game. And like this, it's things that happen with like Zidane and certain characters, and I just loved it. Like everyone, I mean, even the characters all developed really well. Like even like it was just every single character there was something going on with them, and you always found out what was going on. And like they didn't just like develop 2 characters and take the other 2 and just throw them to, like, not the other 2 but the other like few that you had, and just throw them to the side and just be like, oh yeah, this person likes cheese, this person likes pickles. It wasn't like that. Like everyone had like something interesting about them, and I love that. But I purposely tried not to put any spoilers from the story, because I'm sure if people do actually start watching these videos, they're not going to want spoilers. I mean, I don't know if they are or not, because I don't want to listen to people commenting me about, "No, you're such a faggot, man, you didn't tell me there were spoilers." But of course, they'll send me a message calling me a faggot and spelling it wrong, like F-E. No, I can't even spell it wrong. F-A-G-I-T. That's what I meant to say. F-E-G-I-T. It's hard for me. I guess I shouldn't really insult people if I can't even insult them right. But, I mean, I'm sure that's what will happen. I'll get comments from people that can't spell, which will make me laugh because of the stupidity that oozes out of people. But whatever. What can you do? So, lastly, that's really all I have to say about that. I mean, this game is just great, but I strongly encourage anyone to pick up this game and at least give it a shot. At least you should beat it, because this game, it's a nerdgasm. It really is. It really is. I don't even know what to tell you. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do like a rating system on the games, like you know what I mean, like out of 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 5 or 5 stars out of blah 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 blah. Blah. But I don't know, if these videos start to pick up and people actually enjoy them, I'm gonna get your input and see what you guys would like me to do and whatnot. If I should do a rating system, how it should change anything I'm doing in the videos, anything you guys don't like. That way I can suit you guys better. But I don't know. That's pretty much it I have to give. Yeah, I actually wrote down like 2 pages worth of stuff for this. But yeah, I will see all you interwebbers another time, because I'm sure there'll be more reviews to come. Peace.